now, so it's
oh, you got it. Okay, good.
Yeah. So that's the squeeze, everybody, right there. That's what I want whenever we're doing any of the exercises, regardless of your arm position. This is what I want happening at the shoulder blades, okay? This movement here is complete retraction. It's pulling your shoulders all the way back, and it opens up your chest, okay? Now, there are other movements involved that the trap does. This is the elevation of the shoulder, which we talked about, shrugging up. All right, it's also rotating, so it rotates your shoulder blade out to the side. The trapezius helps with all of these functions, all of these movements. So that's why all of the movements we do today are going to be very different with the same kind of exercise happening. There's neck extension. As you see, the trap muscle goes all the way and attaches at the base of the skull. This is the depression, which I don't know, you know, if you all have been in therapy, you know that when you do your transfers, you're depressing, you get your arms into full extension, and then you have to depress to get a little bit higher. It also helps with external rotation, and then there's that squeeze again in the blades. So I think that that's a great animation that shows exactly the movements that I'm looking for, all right? Regardless of where I have you place your arms today, that's the squeeze that I want. All right, now, if these are our shoulder blades, if you can look at my hands, and these are our shoulder blades sitting on our back, all right, we're gonna be pinching them back, just like that for our retraction. There's gonna be movements where our arms are up in the air. That's gonna make our shoulder blades do this. So with this position, then we're gonna squeeze back, all right? Then when our arms are down by our side, they're gonna angle this way, and we're gonna squeeze back. So all these different arm movements are hitting the same area, just different fibers. So you're gonna feel it pretty good. A pretty good burn, all right? With that being said, let's start, okay? We're gonna do about 15 minutes of more of an instructional. You're still gonna burn, all right? And then we're gonna take and use the last 15 minutes as a more intense portion. So everybody, you don't have to move like me. I'm gonna side profile so that you can see. My arms are 90 degrees at my side, okay? And what I want everyone to do, we're gonna keep our chin up the entire time. We're gonna squeeze those blades all the way back and relax. We're gonna do 4 rounds, 30 seconds of movement, 10 seconds to shake it out, starting now. Squeeze, squeeze. Now when we're doing these movements, everybody, when we're doing these movements, they do not have to be done fast. Do it slow and controlled, but remember that animation that I showed you all? It's happening at the blades. You're pulling and squeezing your shoulder blades all the way back. Keep moving for me. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake out those arms. All right, we're gonna do 3 more just like that one. Remember, it's the squeeze. It's not this, because then that's our shoulders. It's this. Pull back. Here we go. Squeeze, squeeze. Keep moving, keep moving. Pinching those blades. If you can't have your arms bent at 90 degrees, you can do it with your arms to your side as long as you're focusing on the squeezing and the pulling back. These exercises that we're doing can also be done laying down in bed. There's every single way that you can work on your posture can be done in standing, seated, or laying down. And time, shake it out. I can't wait until you guys start burning. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze again, pinching those blades. One other tip that I like to point out when we're doing these drills, a lot of people, for some reason, I do it myself when I'm training, weight training, we like to put our chin down. I don't know if it's a comfort thing, but when you put your chin down, your shoulders want to round forward. So we're keeping our chest up and our chin up. Two and 1, and time. Very good. One more round. Are we starting to feel in our blades?
Burning.
Oh, that's nothing yet. Go. Squeeze. Pinch those blades as much as you can. Think about where it's happening, in the middle of our back. Make sure you're breathing as well. No holding breath with these movements. Looking good. 2 and 1 and time. All right, so that's the first exercise in our series of exercises. That specific exercise hits the middle fibers of our trapezius muscle. So those fibers run horizontal to the floor. All right, so that's just pulling back. The next exercise that we're going to do is going to hit